once the peaceful guardian of balance, the sorceress Cia harbored an affection for Link, which later became her doom as she was corrupted by darkness. Now bitterly jealous of the Princess Zelda, Cia is ready to lay waste to Hyrule in an effort to claim not only it, but her beloved Link as well. Along with her devastating dark magic, Cia boasts a very unique weapon. Her Scepter, whose head can be flung out like a flail, has incredible reach and range, something which Cia benefits from in her standard attack string. She whips forward, then left, spins and smashes forward, does a few forward strikes, spins and smashes forward again, then brings in 4 summoning gates which spiral towards her like saws on the floor. Then she finishes this off by creating a strong tornado which she shoots out in front of her. Without drastically changing her position, Cia manages to cover a lot of ground with these attacks. The first 5 come out very fast and are likely to always hit more than one target simply by how much range she gets from her flail. After using these, if adding an area damage is fitting for the situation, you can continue the combo and get some great area and forward coverage with the last 2 attacks. We're starting off very good for Cia so far, and I'm happy to say that her combos don't disappoint either. First off, by hitting heavy attack, Cia will summon in dark energy, which has a number of uses. For the duration of this effect, which lasts for about 10 seconds, all of Cia's attacks get the darkness effect, which drastically increases their damage. On top of this, Cia is no longer affected by some statuses, namely the re-dead freezing effect, which would otherwise stun her in place like any other character. Next up, Cia's first combination attack has her lay some dark energy on the floor before stomping on it, causing area damage all around her. This attack can be repeated for up to 3 stomps. However, it should only be extended if your targets caught in it are still alive, as it's unlikely to grab anyone beyond those who were initially caught in its effect. Cia's second combo, where she shoots out a dark energy ball, is an extremely useful projectile. Like the first combo, this one can be repeated up to 2 more times, and you are also able to pivot Cia to better aim at what you want to hit. There are so many uses for this attack, such as shooting it into fortresses or sending back charging enemies before they begin to block. Next up, Cia's third combo is her Slowest Attack. When activated, she will bring in a summoning gate, and depending on how long you go before dodge canceling out of the attack, she will then call in 1 to 4 Dark Links, who attack in front of them for a few seconds before disappearing. Cia herself is extremely open to attacks when doing the summoning, and the Dark Links can be dispelled by other enemy attacks. This is not an attack that I use often, but it does have a few good uses, especially when you're in narrow corridors. Next up, Cia's fourth combo creates 4 dark pits on the ground. If you've never played with this attack outside of combat, it may be easy to miss that these pits are actually proximity mines. When an enemy walks on it, they will initially be stunned. You will then see a red ring begin to close towards the center of the trap. This red ring is the timer. When it reaches the center, the trap will then explode, doing decent damage. These traps are incredibly useful, either in the middle of enemies or when preparing for a fight. You just need to understand that they have a delayed explosion. It's also worth saying, if you can hit a boss with a few of these traps, their weak point gauges will be utterly obliterated. Lastly, Cia's fifth and final combo is very similar to her third. Once again, bringing in her summoning gate, she will call forth 4 Dark Links on all sides, who will then charge their blades and do a spinning upwards attack. Once again, these links can be cancelled out by enemy attacks, and to me, this attack is a bit too situational. Moving on from her combo attacks, Cs4 Special Attack is really something. She will float into the air, creating 9 explosions in a grid around her, which has a crazy amount of reach. It's very easy to run into the middle of crowds, throw out this attack, and see almost nothing but bodies around you shortly after it. Out of all the characters I've covered on this series thus far, Cia is the one who I've had the biggest change of opinion on. Before, I never really played as her very much, but after doing this video, I'm really excited to use her a lot more. Not only does she have a fantastic series of normal attacks which give her tons of reach, she has one of the most unique collections of heavy combo attacks in the whole game. She is a bit more technically complex than most of the characters, especially when it comes to landing her trap attacks when trying to break boss weak points, but as you come to understand her unique intricacies, you will really start to rule the battlefield with her. Given Cia's penchant for domination, that is no doubt something that she is definitely into.
Hey, sexy lady.